Hey there, everybody. It's Chris Beatties from Growertalks magazine and my sidekick.
Bill Calkins with Tech on Demand.
Right, that is not Ellen Wells, but you knew that. Anyway, we are covering the 2021 California Summer Trials here in
Santa Paula.
Santa Paula, California, where we're at a new location, which is Armstrong Growers, who is hosting 3 different companies and their trial and display efforts. And the one we're looking at right now is PlantHaven, a UK company that has some really unusual plant varieties.
Oh, some of the best diversity we've seen.
I think, and you know who really likes, as much as we like these varieties?
Oh, hummingbirds like these varieties.
He figured what I was going at. First off, what the hummingbirds have been coming to, and they're cursing us right now, is Hummingbird's Lunch, which was introduced the pandemic year of 2020. This was a Zoom variety, but it got our Best Name Award,
yes.
I think. Memorable name. The hummingbirds flock to this little kufia. Actually, I say little. It grows, you know, like 2 to 3 feet plant size
yes.
In the landscape, and the hummingbirds love it. We're going to see another hummingbird plant. Let's go to it right now. Let's skip over these dahlias, which we'll come back to. This is their newest hummingbird attracting introduction. It's called Bodacious Hummingbird Falls Salvia. Bill, that's a salvia.
Well, it's a hanging basket type salvia. It's got beautiful color, the nice dark stems, good, good purple color.
You recognize like the black and blue coloration of the salvia, but the habit. I mean, normally a black and blue would be going straight up and down. This one, well, at first I think the breeder or selector said it's a ground cover type, but no, you don't need a ground cover salvia. You need a basket salvia. So this is possibly the world's first hanging basket salvia. And yes, the hummingbirds love it. Now, I don't know if hummingbirds love dahlias, but we do. This is Electro Pink. This was another 2021 introduction. So this is one we had to look at in 2 dimensions. Flat, boring, on Zoom, you know, pixelated, probably with a bad connection.
Much rather see it in person.
That is Electro. Check it out, Jen. Get in there close. 3D. Beautiful, beautiful plant. And right next to it is a new introduction, 2022 introduction. This one is Mystic Wizard, dark foliaged, in a really rich purple single flower. We think this would be a great Halloween plant.
Yeah, this would be fantastic
do it with your fall
in the
mums.
fall. They said if you stick it, if you plant it up in week 14 through 20 and give it a pinch, you'll have it ready for fall sales.
Here's a plant that young William doesn't care for, and I'm surprised.
I see value in it. I do like house plants. I do like pothos. This is probably a little bit more exciting than a pothos.
It's tropical blizzard. It is an Algerian ivy, Hedera canariensis, not to be confused with Hedera helix, your basic English ivy. And well, I'm a houseplant geek. Everybody knows my wife has hundreds of them. In fact, she has an Algerian ivy, a plain green one. If I could bring her back a cutting of this, she'd be thrilled. Actually, they wouldn't want me to take the cutting. I'll have to ask for an entire plant. But the deal about it, though, is it's a Zone 8 variety. Takes full sun to full shade, which really makes it versatile in the landscape, because it can be used as a ground cover down south, or it can be used as a patio or even a house plant. So, you know, even if you're not a houseplant geek like me and my wife are, you as a horticultural geek can appreciate the diversity of this plant for your growers and retailers, right?
For sure, and I follow consumer trends, so I know that it will be popular, so don't use me as your test case.
It's exactly right. Tropical blizzard, Hedera canariensis. Now, let's swing along here. You'll see some more of the existing varieties from PlantHaven. But this is a nice one. We saw a rose earlier in some of our videos. This is a hanging basket rose called Centifall, specifically Centifall Lemon. And you know, I'm standing 4 feet away. Can you smell that right now, Bill? The fragrance is awesome coming off of this. It's got a very tidy habit. It says it grows to about 24 inches by 24 inches. And I believe they said that this is resistant to how many powdery mildews?
I think it was, what, 14, 12, 14 of the
417.
powdery mildews?
No, yes, 11 of the 14 powdery mildews. First off, I didn't know there were 14 different powdery mildews, but there are, so we both learned something. And this is resistant to 11 of them. So that's pretty darn good. Plants look beautiful here. And the last thing, I think, is this the last thing we want to look at? All the way down here, it's another green plant, but it's not green. There's a lot of colors here, but it's not a blooming plant. It's Semper Vivum Super Semp. These were introduced last year, again via Zoom, so you didn't get the tactile sensation of these beautiful little Semper Vivums. And the key with these is they're fast. You can go from, this is a 72 count, Bill. You can go from that to that in 6 weeks. That's about a 4 to 5 inch, maybe a quart size. 6 weeks to that. If you bump this into this, say 7-inch pot, another 6 to 8 weeks, you have this finished, ready to sell. So it's probably within a matter of 3 months, it will take over your greenhouse and your offices and the parking lot. So be very careful of this one.
And this will take over at retail because this is awesome. Even into a 2-gallon, these are ready to come right out.
It's an outdoor or patio or landscape succulent. There's 4 colors now, I believe, but they said there's more coming along. So that's the Super Semps Semper Vivum here at PlantHaven for the 2021 California Summer Trials. Those are really cool. Hey, pull the plug.
They are. Chris, you're looking good. I'm not pulling the plug yet.
It was really bad.